What if caveman told you, person sitting next to you at coffee shop, old shoes, boring car in parking lot, same jacket every week, that person has more money than your manager, more money than the guy who just posted Maldives vacation, more money than anyone on your street, and you would never know, never, because tribe trained to look for wrong signals. Tribe thinks wealth looks like new car, designer bag, big house with ring doorbell. Wrong, dead wrong. Caveman spent long time watching real wealthy humans in USA land. Not celebrities, not people who won lottery. Real, quietly wealthy humans who escaped the trap. And they all share same 6 signs, 6 habits, 6 ways of thinking about money. And almost none of them look like what you expect. Here is first sign. Secretly wealthy human is weirdly calm when money comes up in conversation. And caveman not talking about showing off or pretending money doesn't matter. Opposite, actually. They just don't get awkward about it. Most humans in tribe, second money gets mentioned, salaries, rent, how much something costs, something shifts. People get defensive. People start comparing. People change subject fast because it feels uncomfortable. But secretly wealthy human, they talk about money same way they talk about weather. No weird energy, no flexing, no downplaying, just information. And here is thing tribe misses completely. That calmness is not personality. That calmness is position. Think about it. Strong emotional reaction to money means one thing: scarcity, insecurity, fear. When you calm around money, you negotiate better. You plan long-term without spiraling. You invest with logic instead of panic. Caveman sees nervous humans make worst financial decisions of their life because emotion took over. Secretly wealthy human pauses, breathes, thinks, because money is not threat to them. Money is tool. So how you build this? 3 things that actually work. First, practice neutral language. Stop saying something is expensive or cheap. Just say the number. That is $300. That is $1,200. Not you, that is so expensive, just the fact. This trains brain to see money as information, not threat. Second, do regular money check-ins. Caveman knows this sounds boring, but looking at your finances every week makes it familiar, and familiarity kills anxiety. You cannot be scared of something you see every single day. Third, talk about money on purpose. Have real conversations with trusted friend or partner about finances. Goal is not to agree on everything. Goal is to make topic feel normal. Desensitize yourself. Secretly wealthy human already did this work. Now money conversation feels like any other conversation. That calm? You can build it. Second sign. Secretly wealthy human spends money on most boring stuff imaginable. Caveman, serious. Accountants, insurance, index funds, quality tools that make life easier. Nothing flashy, nothing Instagrammable, just effective. This is the wealth versus consumption divide. Flashy spending is designer bags, luxury cars, expensive vacation you post about. And that stuff creates 3 problems. 1, it loses value fast. 2, it inflates your lifestyle, so now you need more money just to maintain same feeling you had before. 3, it creates social pressure to keep up forever. Boring spending does opposite. It protects you when things go wrong. It compounds quietly over time. It frees up mental energy so you focus on things that actually build your life. Nobody ever posted picture on Instagram saying just hired great accountant, feeling blessed. But that accountant might quietly be reason they retire at 52 instead of 67. If you want to adopt this habit, start by auditing your maintenance spending. Ask yourself, what keeps my life running smoothly? Invest there first before any lifestyle upgrade. Second, prioritize spending that reduces recurring friction. One-time cost that eliminates ongoing stress is almost always worth it. Systems, help, automation, these pay for themselves. Third, delay visible upgrades. Give yourself 30 days before buying anything status-based. If you still want it after novelty wears off, fine. But caveman promises most purchases don't survive the pause. And finally, track returns in time and energy, not in excitement. If purchase saves you 1 hour every week or removes real stress from your life, that is smart financial decision, even if nobody sees it, even if you never post about it. Third sign, secretly wealthy human is noticeably unhurried when it comes to money. Caveman not talking about being lazy or indecisive, Caveman talking about genuine lack of panic. They don't panic buy during hype cycles. They don't rush into investment because everyone else doing it. They don't jump at deal just because someone created artificial urgency. They pause. They ask questions. They are completely comfortable saying, "Let me think about that," because here is truth. Long-term wealth not built by chasing every good opportunity. It built by avoiding bad decisions and letting compounding work uninterrupted. Make low-stake decisions fast. Make high-stake decisions slow. This applies to money, to career, to every big life decision. The secretly wealthy understand that being able to wait is superpower, and most of tribe cannot wait because they have no financial cushion, no emergency fund, no buffer. Pressure makes them rush, and rushed decisions in money almost always cost more than the opportunity they were chasing. Want to build this habit? Introduce mandatory pause rule. For any big financial decision, wait at least 24 hours. For medium decisions, 30 days. For life-altering ones, even longer. Urgency fades. Clarity improves. Second, ask yourself one question before every financial move. What happens if I do nothing? This single question filters out shocking number of bad opportunities. Third, build financial slack. Emergency fund, low fixed costs, small cash buffer. These buy you time, and time removes pressure. And pressure is what causes the rushed mistakes that set tribe back years. Secretly wealthy human already built that slack. That is why they can wait. And that is why they never look desperate. That wait, that is built with preparation, not personality. Fourth sign. And this one is one of biggest drivers of actual wealth in USA land. At some point, secretly wealthy humans' income went up, but lifestyle did not follow step for step. They did not upgrade everything at once. They did not turn every raise into new monthly payment. They did not inflate their baseline cost of living. Same habits, same general life, just more margin underneath. Nor, and this is not extreme frugality, not deprivation, intentional restraint. When income rises faster than spending, three things happen. Surplus gets invested. Financial security grows fast. Options increase. But lifestyle inflation is sneaky because it feels like progress. You got raise, you deserve nicer apartment, right? You doing well? Why not get better car? But here is what nobody tells you. Every upgrade locks you into higher obligation, higher monthly cost. In a higher baseline you now have to maintain forever. Book called Millionaire Next Door, Stuck with Caveman. Authors found most millionaires in USA land don't live in expensive neighborhoods, don't drive luxury cars, don't display visible wealth even though income is high. Defining trait was not what they earned, it was controlled consumption. The quiet gap between what they earned and what they spent. That gap is where wealth lives. Think of income like water pressure and lifestyle like pipe. And every time you widen the pipe to match the pressure, nothing fills up. But if you keep pipe stable while pressure increases, suddenly you have reserves, suddenly you have options, suddenly you have power. So how you protect that gap? Save raises before you feel them. Automate investment so money disappears before lifestyle absorbs it. Delay upgrades intentionally. Only upgrade when old thing actually breaks or meaningfully limits your life, not just because you can afford better. And separate comfort from status. Spend freely on comfort, sleep, health, time. These worth it. But be ruthless about status-driven upgrades. Every time income goes up, you have choice. Widen the pipe and feel temporarily better, or keep pipe stable and actually build wealth. Most people choose first option without even realizing it. Secretly wealthy human consciously chooses second. Fifth sign. Secretly wealthy human does not ask how much does this cost as first question. They ask how long will this take? Is this worth my energy? Could I buy this time back? They still care about price. They not reckless, but time is the unit they optimize for. And Caveman finds this is the mindset shift that happens once money stops being main bottleneck in your life. When you start optimizing for time, everything changes. You delegate sooner. You focus on higher leverage work. You stop penny pinching in ways that actually cost you hours and energy, worth far more than the few dollars you saved. Wealth compounds fastest when your time spent on high-value decisions, skill building, rest, recovery, things people wildly underestimate. Humans with scarcity mindset protect cash. Humans with abundance mindset protect attention and time, and protecting time is how you build the income and investments that make cash less scarce. Here is how you start thinking this way. To calculate rough hourly value. Divide your annual income by working hours. Use it as thinking tool, not rigid rule. If something costs less than your hourly value and saves you real time, it is often worth outsourcing. Second, identify your time leaks, tasks you repeatedly avoid or resent. These are candidates for automation, delegation, elimination. Third, buy back time intentionally. Direct flights, better tools, meal prep service. These not luxuries if they meaningfully improve your energy and focus. They are investments in your capacity. And finally, protect your best hours. Do high-impact work when brain is sharp. Use money to shield those hours from low-value tasks. That is when caveman is most productive. That is when tribe builds fastest. Sixth sign. And this one ties everything together. Secretly wealthy human does not need you to know. No humble brags. No accidental mentions, no lifestyle broadcasting. If you find out they wealthy, it is usually by accident, much later, and through something boring like what they own, not what they buy. Their identity not built on money, so they not use money to signal identity. And here is why this matters more than anything else on this list. Needing others to see your wealth is expensive. Signaling behavior leads to overspending, leads to lifestyle inflation, leads to decisions optimized for image instead of outcomes. But quiet wealth allows money to stay invested, compounding without pressure from social comparison. Less money used for validation means more money working for you. Morgan Housel said it best. Wealth is what you don't see. Cars not bought. Upgrades declined. Lifestyle inflation resisted. Caveman thinks about wealthiest humans caveman knows personally. They don't drive nicest car. You would not notice them in room, but you would notice the freedom when decision needs to be made. How they say no without flinching. How they walk away from bad deal without panic. How they take risks others cannot afford because their wealth is not tied up in appearances. It working for them behind scenes. And this is arguably the most important sign on entire list. If you want to adopt this mindset, stop narrating your financial moves. No audience needed for saving, investing, building. Just do it quietly. Separate private success from public identity. Ask yourself, would I still want this if nobody ever knew? If answer is no, pause. That pause will save you thousands. Reduce financial comparison inputs. Unfollow content that turns money into performance. More you consume that, harder it is to stay focused on actual wealth building. And let results speak quietly. Focus on net worth, on options, on peace, not on external approval. Here is the truth caveman wants tribe to hear. Most people playing wrong game, status game, where Range Rover only improves your status if your neighbor does not have one, where every purchase is performance for audience that honestly not thinking about you as much as you think, but secretly wealthy human playing different game entirely. Wealth game. They know it is not about what everyone can see. It is about what going on behind scenes. Money invested in assets, skills being built, businesses growing quietly, self-development compounding. All things with positive return that ultimately buy freedom, power to live life on your own terms. That is the real prize. Not the car, not the watch, not the vacation post, the freedom, and best part of everything caveman showed you today. These 6 signs, not one of them requires you to have money right now to start building. These are mindset shifts, habits, ways of thinking about money that you can adopt today. Not next month, not when you get raise, today. If this helped you see money differently, share it with one human in your tribe who needs to hear it. And subscribe to Caveman channel for more truth that system hopes you never discover. Caveman sees you. Caveman on your side. Go build something real.